Okay, Travis, this is David Tyler Young talking to you here. I'm gonna try to show you a quick and easy how to use video on this voice changer I'm gonna be packing up and sending to you. It's kind of an ordeal to use it. So, but once you've got it turned on and set up, it's really killer. It really sets the costume apart from anything else that you'll see out there. So this is everything you're gonna need. This here is the speaker. It's got its own built-in microphone. It's got an extra line in, and then it's got the mic line in. Okay, so there's two line ins to that. This here is a wireless speaker power source. So this is actually the voice changing module. The circuit board is in here. I built this little case for it, so just to protect it. But it doesn't send power to the microphone, so the microphone has no way to send the audio information it's gathering or capture that audio information through the voice changer. So there has to be an external power source specifically for the microphone. That's what this is. They both say the singing machine on them. I'm going to include 3 headsets. You can choose which one you like. I prefer this one. It's got a really thin headband. It's just more comfortable to wear it inside a helmet because it's so small and it picks up the sound fairly well. This is my iPhone. You're going to need an external source to play MP3s off of. That's the only thing you won't get with this, but most everybody has smartphones that can play MP3s. I'll once you get the suit, I'll email you a couple different MP3s. You can choose which one you like better and put that on your phone or whatever. I'm sure you've got MP3 players lying around. You can use for that. So you're definitely gonna need an external MP3 player. My iPhone is what I've always used, or an iPod works great. And then this cord that comes out of the bottom here of the module is called the antenna. I don't know if you can see, it's got this little button on it. It's a pretty long cord. It's actually meant for you to be able to slide down your sleeve and go into your glove if you want. I don't find that works at all. I just usually have whoever's with me when I'm wearing the suit, just tuck it into my belt. All this stuff fits on my belt just fine in the back of the belt. It's not visible. So, and I've epoxied clips onto these items for the belt, metal clips. On this one, I've riveted the clips on, so they're really sturdy. You shouldn't have problems with them. This little thing I kind of made here for the two 9-volt batteries here to sit in, which actually seems kind of gimmicky, but this hooks on your belt this ways and it works fine. This is actually the power cord. So what you're gonna do, I'll show you how to set this up. You're just gonna plug the power cord in here, right into the top. It says power right next to it. I've kind of scratched these in. This is obviously kind of not crudely made, but it's, I made it for myself. I never envisioned myself selling this, but things happen. So anyways, your antenna is already plugged in. Here's your power. Now to set up the microphone, you're going to want to take your microphone. You're going to want to plug it into, this is the receiver, this one, and you're going to flip that on. So that's on. And this also takes one 9-volt battery. Okay. And now this is the other part of the microphone receiver. This is an adapter I had to buy. So I'll ship it like this. It'll be like that. You're going to want to take this cord, plug it into here, and turn that on. So now your microphone is set up, ready for you to wear. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on my head. Okay. Now this end of the microphone receiver, or I'm sorry, the microphone, you're going to plug into the receiver, the module right here where it says in. Okay. Now your speaker, I'm going to include some of these auxiliary cords. Some of them kind of work. They're spotty sometimes. Sometimes they're really cheap ones I just bought on eBay. So the black ones especially are kind of spotty on the sound sometimes. But I'll include them. If you can get them to work for you, great. If not, you can get them for a couple dollars here or there. So now this I'm going to plug into the out port right here. I don't know if you can see that, the out port, and that will go straight to the power mic opening on your microphone. Now the last thing you have to connect is your MP3 player. So I'm going to connect my iPhone, and that you're going to connect here to line on the side here. Now this port is for a DC rechargeable or a DC adapter, so you can recharge this because this has lithium ion battery and it's rechargeable. It's actually a really great speaker. You can use it for all sorts of things. So now the module here has a built-in breathing and lightsaber effect in it, but it does not work. It does not work well. It doesn't work well for when you have the breathing effect or lightsaber effect being played through here. It doesn't amplify your voice nearly as loud as it needs to be. So the sound effects that are in here, you can't even hear your voice basically over the sound effects that are in this piece. So that's why you have to have the external MP3 player, and then you can control the sound of the breathing and the sound of your voice separately, and it just makes it so much more convenient. And now with all the FX sabers and all the different lightsabers and sound systems you can get for them, you really don't even need a lightsaber sound. This was sort of pre all that stuff. And of course, as a side note, it helps. This definitely deepens your voice and gives it that kind of that reverberation, like electronic sound, and warps it a bit. But it really helps if your voice is, if you can do a decent Darth Vader impression, you know, even slightly, it'll just make it sound that much cooler. So we're going to start this up. The first most important thing you need to do is this is the off and on switch right here for the module itself. Before you turn it on, you need to take your remote button and hold it down. So actually, before I do that, I'm going to turn the speaker on so you can hear what's going on here. So the speaker's on. It's on probably about halfway, I'm guessing, there. So I'm going to turn this on, and the breathing should start playing right away. The breathing that's coming from this module. So before I turn it on, I hold the remote down, flip the switch. That's way too loud. So now what we want to do is we want that on, but we want the module on, but we don't want that breathing so loud. So then you're going to take your remote once again and you're going to hold it down for about 2 seconds, and it'll kill this breathing noise. So there'll be no sound effects coming from the module at all. Okay? So I usually wait till the start of one of the breathing loops to do that, so I can actually hear the breathing go off after about 2 seconds. And you let go. You can't hold it longer than 2 seconds. If you hold it longer than 2 seconds, it doesn't work. And you kind of have to start this over. So I'm going to press it as soon as this next loop. I didn't do it right. I didn't hold it quite long enough. I'll try it again. Okay, so that killed the sound. That's exactly what we want. So now what we're going to do is I'll loop my breathing track back through here. I'm going to turn this up, turn the microphone up pretty high, and I turn my MP3 track way down. It's already set to loop. And that's about a pretty decent audio output. Now there is kind of a humming and a reverb, like a kind of sort of a humming that comes from this module. I've checked into that. That's not something that can be canceled. That's just something that this module has to it. There's a humming, and that's just the way it goes. When you're walking around trooping in it, no one's going to know. They're just going to be shocked and amazed by how cool this sounds and looks. Okay, so the microphones I haven't turned on yet, so I'm going to turn those on right now. And then the breathing, the voice effect should be working. Hello. before. Hello. Now just as a side note, these two modules right here, they need to be very close to each other on your belt. They one's a wireless receiver for the other, so sometimes if your voice is cutting out while you're talking through here, that's what it is. It's because these aren't close enough to each other, or one doesn't have a good feed on the other. So that's what just happened just now. So I'll try this again. I'll do a little demonstration for you, and then I'll turn it all off.
The Force is with you, young Skywalker, but you are not a Jedi yet. No, I am your father. I find your lack of faith disturbing.
So that was the whole setup. I really hope you enjoy using this, Travis. It's a really great suit, and I'm really happy you're going to be trooping in it and doing some charity work in it. That sounds great. I'm really stoked to get this out there to you. So I'll officially pack this up. The other pieces have already begun to be packed, and I'll get this up on YouTube and send you a link today. So thanks again, man, and I really hope you enjoy this. All right, I'll talk to you later.